Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Love Neon with Celebrities. And yes, I decided to include a photo backdrop. I liked it last week with Shannon and Zodia. Okay, so today on this video, if you guys see from the photo, we are going to be doing the love reading concerning Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera. This reading was long overdue. This reading is actually requested by Miss Black Chocolate 11. I wanted to do this reading because, as I was telling you guys, I'm trying to pick up on your guys' request, and I just got finished with one and I wanted to do another, so we're going to be pulling on them too. Now, upon pulling on these two, it was a surprise to me while I was trying to get photos for them and all that kind of thing and trying to get their birthdays and stuff. I did not know that they were separated. Yeah, they've been divorced since 2022. I know they've been together for a certain amount of years. Waka Flocka, I knew him back in 2010, and he's one of my crushes. It's something about him, like he's attracted to me. It's like I know he's a rapper. I'm not really like a fan, but I known of him, and it's something about him in general that I find attracted to. I know it seems silly because it's like, hey, you ain't been listening to his music. I know he's like wild and crazy, and it's like maybe I like wild and crazy. But he attracted me in a sense. I can't explain it, but I find him highly attractive. So, but I didn't know that. I knew he was married to Tammy. I knew that they have a rocky history together. The blogs would talk about them time to time. You know, they were on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They did that for a little bit, but again, I was completely surprised that they were separated. So it looks like what we're going to be pulling on is that basically we're going to be pulling on their former relationship, try to get a feel about what is going on using my Neon Love Oracle cards and along with my other oracles. I haven't started shuffling yet. Again, as I explained to you guys, I want to get a feel, to get a start as to, you know, what I can pick up pertaining to these two. So I am going to do that in a little bit. And of course, for me not to keep on talking, before I get started, I have to put in a disclaimer. Please keep in mind everything that I say in this reading of Waka Flocka and Tammy is 100% alleged unless it's confirmed by Waka Flocka, Tammy Rivera, or any closest reps that's closest to them, or just mainly them both. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do not take it personally. Rude comments will not be tolerated. You will be blocked. All right, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I have my Neon Love Oracle card decks right here. I have to pray over them, but as always, before it's like I'm never gonna get started with the video. But anyway, this is what I've been doing. Okay, we're on episode 19. Y'all don't go there with me. So for the new people that stumbled across this episode of, if this is your first episode of Love Neon with Celebrities, it is based on this card deck here. Keep in mind, all my card decks, you'll get them from Amazon. Every single one of them I get them from Amazon, including this one. Basically, this card deck, which is really, really cool. Let me show you guys real quick. I just cleansed them actually last night before I used them. So, if you guys can see, here are the cards. You see these secret symbols here, the broken heart, the toxic bone, and would be surprised it came this day ring. The wedding card, the lovebird. So basically, depending on the questions that I ask and whatever card tends to come out, these are, let's see, These are the questions here, like these particular questions. I'll bring them up closer so you guys can see. These are questions I ask every time during a reading, or I try to make up something new, whatever the case may be, but it seems like it resonates. But however, depending on the symbols that we get here, they form secret messages. So there's that. The other thing is that if there are no secret messages throughout this whole reading, it would be declared uncertain. So it just basically say, you know, the relationship was not good, whatever the case may be, which I feel as though with today, because I did state that Waka and Tammy have like they had a rocky relationship. And, you know, it's a good thing that they're separated for the sake of them both. We may get some kind of like a response that indicate that, okay, this relationship was, it was long overdue to be over. It was a lot of toxicity, but I don't want to speak that without not shuffling any cards. So I'm going to pray over these, and I'm going to shuffle a few cards, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I have begun taking out some cards. The ones that are in the middle, they refer to both Wakaflocka and Tammy. The one on the left refers to, if you guys can see, sorry, it's sideways, are Wakaflocka, and the ones on the right refer to Tammy. So I don't want to go over anything as of yet. For you new people, how I do is that I like to see, you know, I first start with my Neon Love Oracle cards, and basically I ask a question, and whatever response I get, if it resonates with one of the cards you see here, then that is where I'll go into detail with that response. So I have my cards here. Let me push these aside a little bit, because you see, we see some things, things they ain't new, things that may be new. It just depends on you guys. All right. And the requester who requested this reading. So let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to make room here. It's only but so big. Okay. All right. I think that's good. Okay, so let me grab the cards. Okay, Spirit, give me the most precise response pertaining to both Wakaflocka and Tammy Rivera regarding their former relationship to each other. Just want to let you know, guys, their birthdays. Tammy Rivera's birthday is July 30th of 1986. Which will declare her, she'll fall under the sign of Leo. And Wakaflocka, whose real name is Jaquin James Malphurs, is born May 31st of 1986. He falls under the sign of a Gemini. So we have those Gemini relationships coming in. Oh boy, so many personalities. Okay, all right. Let's see what we can get. So I gotta talk as if I'm in the past tense, because this is a past relationship, not current. So let me see my answers. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, let's ask this question. Spirit, first question. What were the challenges and obstacles that was surrounding the relationship of Wakaflocka and Tammy Rivera? I know that usually, I know I tell you guys that people fall under, you know, they use stage names. So I prefer using Wakaflocka. I'm envisioning his face, so I know what he looks like, and I feel as though what I'm giving, you know, in my head, like his image, Spirit can pick up on that and knows exactly who I'm talking about. Doesn't matter if you say like Wakaflocka or his name he was given by birth, but I'm going to do Wakaflocka in this video. So like the responses that I get similarly resonates to, like, you know, the shit that they've been going through. All right, so let's get started. All right. Okay, and also with the cards, you guys, I am going to pull out a total of 8 and maybe more, depending on the energy, depending on how the energy will go. I know when to keep going, I know when to stop. Okay, just want to put that on there. All right, so, Spirit, what were the challenges and obstacles that were surrounding Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera during the time they were in a relationship? Hold on, let me turn this because it's like I am shuffling sideways. Okay. See, Spirit, what was the challenges and obstacles? The challenges and obstacles that were surrounding that relationship. Okay, looks like we have one card. Let's see, the first card that we got is, wow, guys, we got Polly. I'm so sorry. Let me get this camera. It's like I got my tripod with me and it don't want to act right. Okay, let me zoom in. All right, so the first card that we have, you guys, we have Polly. I don't know that I'm meant to be with only one person in my life. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. So there are some cards that resonates with that in a stance. The cards, let me see about the Oracle cards. Hold on here. Let's see, on the Oracle cards, and this pertains to them both, we have third party. There were other things that got in the way of us together. So, looking at Waka Flocka, I'm getting an indication that there was some cheating going on. There was some cheating going on because on Tammy's side, she has, let me show you, she has heartbreak. See, she has the heartbreak card on her end. Waka does not have a heartbreak or anything like that. He just has other stuff, and we'll go to detail with it later on within this episode. He does have burning evidence, so this gives me a strong indication that he was the one that initiated cheating. He may be a kind of person, now when someone says poly, it does not mean that they're homosexual, anything like that. Poly is you're bringing in more than one person within your relationship. You can step out and be in a relationship with 2 other people. Let's say he could have stepped out and been with 2 other women, one of them not Tammy. He may be into that kind of thing. I don't really know him like that, but if you guys know that, whether if he's polyamorous or not, feel free to put that down in the comments below. But as you guys can see, we do have burning evidence, so it could be allegedly that either Tammy could have stepped up upon some stuff, and he's taking time to discard whatever he needs to do to burn the evidence. Let me ask my cards yes or no real quick. Let's see what kind of response I'm going to get. Let's see. Polly, what was the challenges and obstacles? Let me ask this question. I'll put this over aside. Hold on. And that's our first card. We're going real slow today. Okay, so the card here. All right. So with the Polly card, Spirit, I want to ask this question. Was Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera, were they into Polly? Well, let's ask this. Is Tammy Rivera into polyamorous relationships? Let's make sure that we're clear. Okay, Spirit, give me the most precise response. Let's see, it's Tammy Rivera. This is just Tammy Rivera. It's Tammy Rivera in poly relationships. Okay, I do see a card that's like the highest up, so I'm going to take that out. So it indicates that yes, she was interested in polyamorous relationships. Like, she could be interested. Like I say, you guys, I don't know much about her. Let me put her response aside. Let me ask, does this pertain to Waka Flocka? And also there's another question I want to ask as well. Spirit, is Waka Flocka a polyamorous person? Does he like to bring more than one person, which is, you know, seem like completely obvious. It says no, he's not polyamorous. What was the other question I want to put in? Let's see, does Tammy try to get him to be in polyamorous relationship with other women? Let me ask this question. How about this? Spirit, does Waka Flocka rather step out and cheat than be in a polyamorous relationship with his wife Tammy? So, okay, that's a good question. Let's ask that. Waka Flocka rather step out and cheat on his own than dealing with a polyamorous relationship with his ex-wife Tammy at the time. Okay, I have a higher card here, and we have yes. So, like I said, you guys, I don't know much about these two, but it seems as though Waka rather step out and be with a third party, or could be third parties, but I'm thinking it's a third party, rather than him being in a polyamorous relationship with Tammy. If I'm making sense. Hopefully I'm making sense. Let me ask this question also. Let's see. Spirit, does Tammy want it? Did she want a polyamorous relationship with Waka Flocka, her husband at the time, and allegedly another man? And that sounds crazy. Okay, I'm trying to get to the T. You guys asked me to do this, and I'm doing it. So, if she wanted to be another man within the relationship for her, rather than a female, and then I want to ask if she's bisexual too. Let's jump all about bisexual. Okay, we have yes. So it could be an indication that Tammy wanted to have like a poly, kind of like with, you know how a girl wants two men. I mean, like, who wouldn't? And I guess, you know, Waka don't, you know, he don't flock like that. He doesn't flock like that at all. Let me ask, is she bisexual? Spirit, is Tammy Rivera bisexual? Let's send a nice positive response. What's happening to Tammy? It's a wild episode up in here. Okay, we do have a card that came out. Let's see what this one says. Yes. Tammy Rivera allegedly is bisexual. Okay. Like I said, I don't know. If you guys know, verify in the comments, but it is alleged. Keep in mind, everything is 100% alleged here. Okay. So that is one card. We got Polly. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put that card over to the side. Let me put the responses here. Who is buzzing? I got 15 minutes before I get off of work, but I'm making a little bit extra time. Okay, so there is one. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna ask that question again. Bear with me. What's up? Okay. Alright, let's put these cards back as I go. Alright, so that was one thing, Polly. You know, he was not gonna flock with the guys, with the men. Alright, so the next card. Spirit, were there any other challenges and obstacles that were affecting Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera during the time of their marriage? Spirit, are there any other challenges or obstacles? Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera that were affecting Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera during the time of their marriage. Okay, I do see one card here. I'm going to take that one out. Okay, the next card we have, super like. There's something different about you. You really stand out from the crowd, and I want more. Okay, so this could reflect to, you know, back then, you know, good times. It was something that, and this could go for, you know, like either party. It can go for him and go for her, but there's an indication that it was something that was it was some things that were within each other, that was within Waka Flocka, Tammy Rivera, that they liked within each other, and that's what caused them to hold on to. I feel like that's what caused them hold on to the relationship for so long. And so I'm gonna put that one aside. Let's see if there's any other. I'll ask the same question. Okay. All right, Spirit, were there any challenges and obstacles? Any other challenges and obstacles that was affecting Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera during their relationship? Okay, wait a second. Oop. My goodness, my charms is all over the place. What a blooper. Okay. There we go. All right, guys, so I do see a card that looks like that wants to come out here. I'm going to take that one out. Let's see if we can shuffle for one more. Spirit, what were the issues that were lingering on between Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera? Okay, I do see another card here. So let's see what these two say. Okay, so the first card we have, my nails are ridiculous. All right, we have connection. Whatever ends up happening to us, I'm grateful to have met you and for the connection that we have. So this is representing, again, this is another response that is representing to the both of them. This is, you know, during their good days, how they felt. One minute there was, you know, there would be a connection. The next minute there would be disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. So they were going through bouts of that. And now I'm going to show you guys the next card here. We have total drama action. So this is an indication that there was definitely some drama within the relationship. Let's see. We have complicated, lots of twists and turns, naughty situation, precautious. So this indication that this was, you know, a complicated relationship. And like I've been telling you guys, up and down, you'll have moments where, you know, you have that chemistry. I never felt passion this intense. And then sometimes you may deal with, you know, it's being complicated drama and disagreements. It's all part of, you know, the status of when you're in a relationship. If you don't have any of these things and then you declare that your relationship is perfect, you don't make any sense. Like you're delusional. You're delulu. All right, and the next card that we have, this is the fourth card. We have perfect match. It still blows my mind how perfect we are together. It is as if we were made for each other. Okay, so wow. All right, so it is an indication. Now, I feel as though that this right here represents like the past. This represents on how one felt within the relationship, that they felt as though they were a perfect match. But you know, I had moments like this where you get cards like this and you have all of this bad shit around. It could be like a karmatic relationship. You guys bear with me. So I feel as though like during this pretty much how it was like in the beginning, and then it went south. Like this is an indication like to both of them. They could be thinking like it was a perfect match when it wasn't, obviously. Okay, so we got that. Okay, we're gonna shuffle for the next card. Okay, Spirit, next question. Were there any red flags regarding the former relationship between Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera? Let's see, Spirit. Were there any red flags pertaining to Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera? Okay, one came out, and then it's this one right here. Let's see, the card that we have vulnerability. I love how I can completely be myself around you. So this is an indication that the relationship between Waka and Tammy, it was a vulnerable relationship. At times each other, you know, one of them or both could have felt vulnerable towards the other. And the next card that we have pretending. It's easier to pretend everything is okay rather than the truth. Now, let's see here. So pretending. So right up here, let me show you guys this card real quick. We have the card drowning. You are going under and barely keeping things afloat. Ask for help. So I feel as though that this energy is, to me, coming from Tammy, that with all the stuff, all the things that were going on within the relationship with the third party, and with also, let's see, there was a sense of controlling. You guys can see, sense of controlling. Needs to be right all the time. Possessive, jealous lover. So there was like a controlling, jealous energy within their marriage. This could pertain to them both. On Tammy's side, she has my way, selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride, and ego. So there could have been times where she could have been stubborn in certain situations, like her and Waka would have disagreements with each other. Where's that card at? They would have disagreements. You guys can see. I wish you understood how I feel. I see another card here that indicates crush. You are hurting emotionally right now. You need time to heal before you can jump in again. So I'm taking a guess, back when, everything had gotten so bad, and then they're like, it's time to let this go. I'm tired of going through this. Within so many years of this, people unsatisfied. This comes out with them both. I wasn't happy the way things were going. On Waka's side, he has a kick to the curve. As you guys can see, kick to the curve. And it could be indicating that, he wanted to kick Tammy to the curve. And on her side, she has also moving on, letting go, loving you. So they just reached that point, to the point they were like, they were not gonna, this cannot keep on continuing. We have the ending card. You're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. So this is a sign from Spirit that either one, the other, or both were sitting there pretending that, this is a relationship. They were trying to ride it out. And I feel as though that part of it could come from, like the marriage stigma. You know how when two people are married and they experience an issue, they want to keep pushing for it and, fight for it. And, that's a good thing. Sometimes, relationships that go through turmoil, they can get themselves right. And then there are other times when people just, be linking up with other people because of their status, because whatever the case may be. They go through all this hell and then they sit there and try to pretend. But while they're going through that, they're being affected emotionally, mentally. It's affecting their everyday. Like, it's just horrible. And I feel as though that's what happened with them both. That it was not good for either or. That they needed to break up. They need to divorce. And they need to, heal from one another and figure out what they wanted to do. If that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to put these aside. Bear with me. Tammy also has a True Colors card. Let me show you guys. The True Colors card. In the case, the True Colors had came out. And we also have this card here. We have Cope. Was coping with alcohol. And Waka Flocka, while she's coping with the alcohol, this is what also came out as well. Can you guys see? We have the doing drugs. That's wild. That is wild. That's like, oh my goodness. Now, I read a little bit online as I was searching for images pertaining to Waka Flocka that he recently got a doctrine regarding mental health and substance abuse, I believe. I could be wrong, but if you guys Google his name, it would inform you of that. Actually, let me do that right now. Let me see. Okay, because it says Waka Flocka doctor. Okay, so it is said, oh wow, okay. They both clear themselves up. Alright, it says he received an honorary doctorate degree. I'm going to say humanitarianism. That's what I'm going to say. And let's see. Just celebrate his 36th birthday with a degree. Oh, he has 2 degrees. Okay. But it was something to do with mental health, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know if this was during the pastime, his drug use. That is, I am not sure. That's I'm going to leave that nip in the bud. Remember, guys, everything is alleged. I'm just saying. Okay, guys, so we have pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's a total of 8 cards, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards left. And I am going to shuffle for the next card. Hold tight. Okay, so next question, Spirit. Let's ask how they feel about each other. Oh, wow. All right, Spirit, how does Wakaflocka, I'm starting with Wakaflocka. Spirit, how does Wakaflocka feel about Tammy Rivera? Let's see, how does Wakaflocka feel about Tammy Rivera? I do see one card that flew out. Let's see what this one says. Okay, so we have communication. I'm grateful for the way we listen to each other without judgment. So this could be an indication that this could be the energy right now at this present time, that they could have like good communication amongst each other. I understand that they do have a daughter, and that could be like one of the things that they could be, you know, discussing, or other things pertaining to their daughter, co-parenting conversations and whatnot. So all right, we have communication. We'll move that one aside. Okay, and then let's see what other cards. Spirit, what else could you tell me about? What was Wakaflocka's energy during the time when he was married to Tammy? Oh, see, this one just jumped right out. Okay, let's do like 3 more. That's 2, and then I'm sorry, everybody, let me zoom out. Oh, yeah, I see a card that caught my eye. Speaking of communication, hold on, guys, I have to show you that one. It's like I'm right off the scale. Okay, but I'm hoping you understand. If you guys made it to this point, this part of this video, feel free to please give it a like. Okay, all right, we have a 3rd card here. All right, let me go to this conversation call. Okay, so you guys saw we have communication. Okay, communication. This card, to me, resonates with that. I want to call and hear your voice. You see? So this could come from Wakaflocka's energy pertaining to Tammy. That, you know, as I was saying, they could have like these discussions concerning their daughter, or, you know, activities that, you know, their daughter may be doing and whatnot, like co-parenting talk. But I feel like that Wakaflocka at times, he loves to hear Tammy's voice. Like, he loves to call and I hear your voice, you know, like reminiscing, deja vu. Not deja vu, but reminiscing. You know, thinking about the good times. Okay, so we have these 3 cards here. Alright, so we have mixed signals, losing interest, and passion. Let's start with the passion. Passion, I love satisfying all your desires. So this could be a strong indication that this Wakaflocka's and Tammy's relationship was, you know, at times, you know, they were passionate with one another. I see this card here, and I should have mentioned it when I was, you know, when we first got the poly card here, you guys can see we have on, this is on Tammy's side actually, reckless love and sex. Reckless love, reckless sex. So this could be an indication, you know, she has, Tammy, you know, enjoys love on the reckless side or sex on the reckless side. This could pertain to both. I feel like this pertains both to love and sex, pertain to her, that she loves that kind of energy. She loves the reckless part of it, if I'm making sense. So we have that. She also has, let me show you guys this card here. Okay, so this is a spiritual gift card that came out from Tammy's side. So this is an indication that Tammy could be spiritually gifted. Celeste, she could be spiritually gifted. She may not know. Usually when this card comes out, it's an indication that you have a spiritual gift, that there's something very spiritual inside of you, and spirit wants to let her know that I don't know if she could be intuitive. I don't know what kind of spiritual gift it is, but there is indeed a spiritual gift that Tammy Rivera has within her. Okay, I'm gonna put that one aside. The next card that we have mixed signals. Let me zoom in. Mixed signals. Okay. I don't mean to confuse you, but I don't know what I want right now. Wow. So this card seems like it goes back to the disagreements. The disagreements card. And also it goes back to the unsatisfied. Well, the unsatisfied goes with the other card, and I'll talk to you guys about that one in a bit. Okay. All right, so the disagreement. So the mixed signals come from the disagreements. Again, I feel as though that they've been in this relationship for so long, and it was so many mixed signals. It was getting up to that point where they wasn't really sure about what they wanted. And because of that, losing interest. I just don't feel the same anymore. So it was to the point that, you know, it was ending because of all of this trouble that they had within their relationship. On Waka's side, Waka has an outdated card: express, disuse, old news, discarded. So looking upon this card, this is an indication that, you know, he was done. He was basically done within the relationship. Actually, they were both done, because you see Tammy had that moving on, letting go, loving you. So it just got to a point where they were like, okay, it's just not working anymore. You know, it's not fulfilling anymore. It's like, I'm done. There was, you know, unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the things that were going, and that they needed to be an ending. If that makes sense. Let me show you guys that card again. Really, I feel like I'm talking in circles, but I'm not. The ending card. See, you're pretending it's not ending, but it's time to let go. The spirit was talking to him, telling him that it was time to let go. On Waka's side, his last two cards, he has habits. I don't know if we will ever change. And also, he has fake apologies. So I feel as though with the fake apologies, he knows that he was doing these things, and he was causing Tammy heartbreak, but you know, it's a habit. I don't know if we will ever change. So it seemed like it was just like an endless cycle of them having disagreements, argument, you know, complicated relationships. One goes out with the other. Tammy is just like tired of it. And guys, I want to say this real quick. I remember a couple years back, this was like 2018, 2019, and I know the third party. That's how I know the third party comes from Waka Flocka. Tammy could play some part 2. I may just ask the question real quick, just say, hey, did Tammy cheated? So I'll do that in a minute. But I remember back on this episode of Tasha K, and they were talking to this girl that was like a groupie. She was a groupie, and obviously she got she got close to Waka Flocka. They had sexual contact. She was talking about, how she took a condom out of the trash can. Whatever. I remember that was disgusting. Disgusting. And I got remembering like the comments that people were saying, like, oh, okay, it was just not good for Tammy to continue going through this, like with her being a doormat and ra-da-da and all that. I feel as though, like I said, part of her, even though she was going through all this, or part of both of them, Waka knows he had that habit, because he had the habits card. He knew he had a habit of doing what he was doing, like hurting her, stepping out. He knew he was not going to be faithful. He's going to do his thing, because he's a Gemini. Both sides, Geminis, I already read about them being players and such. That is what they do. So he was going, this habit wasn't going to go away. But Tammy kept on fighting. And, unfortunately, the battle, the battle, became over when she decided to end that relationship to Waka. Okay, so I'm gonna move these over to the side. I hope, guys, I'm making sense. Oh my goodness, I feel so drained. Okay, I want to ask this last question pertaining to Tammy. I want to know, let me zoom out of here. One more question. Spirit, pertaining to Tammy Rivera. Did she do any cheating? Was there any cheating going on her end? Let's see. Spirit, most precise response pertaining to Tammy Rivera. Was there any cheating going on her end? Okay, I do see a card. Okay, guys, we got hell no. Hell no, I wasn't cheating. Okay, that's a good one. Okay. Sometimes these cards work, sometimes they don't. Okay, well, outside of Polly thing, that, like I said again, I feel as though Waka was very well, but he wasn't rocking with, like another man. He ain't feeling none of that stuff or nothing like that. Let me see. Let me ask this question also. Spirit, I know Waka Flocka did not want Tammy to cheat. Spirit did, hold on, let me see. Spirit did, I'll put this one over. Make sure the cards are good, okay. Spirit, did Waka Flocka wanted Tammy to cheat? That is a dumb question. Did Waka Flocka want Tammy Rivera to cheat? Got a card to come out. Try to get my attention. You can shut off, it's fine. Okay, see what response we got. Okay, so it says yes. He wanted her to cheat. He wanted her to do the same thing he was doing. Let me see, by cheating, what about another man? I know Waka did not want her to be with another man. Spirit, the Waka Flocka wanted. Okay, see, we have no. See, we have no. This came out first. We have no. Very quickly. Okay. Let's ask this one just to be confirmed. Let's see, Spirit, the Waka Flocka wanted her to cheat. Wanted her to cheat with a woman. You gotta have to go with a girl. Okay, we have maybe. Maybe. Oh boy. These two are a trip. Alright, guys. So what I'm going to do is, let me get these cards together. I want to pull out a little bit more. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to show you these cards in a little bit. Hold tight. Alright, everyone. I am back. So we're going to go over the cards now. If you guys notice the background, I am at home. We had early dismissal, so I would say, why not just come here and finish the part of this reading. Alright, so I'm going to show you the cards pertaining to Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera. Alright, so the first card we have communication. The second card, we have passion. The third card, we have perfect match. The fourth card, we have pretending. Fifth card, we have vulnerability. The sixth card, we have connection. The seventh card is poly. The eighth card is mixed signals. The ninth card, losing interest. And you have the 10th card, super like. Okay, guys, I apologize. Let me try to adjust them because I'm not at my normal space. So these are the cards that you see. So let me see if there are any secret messages. From the looks of it, there are not. So the results declare uncertain. But I feel as though that this would be the normal result, considering the fact that Waka Flocka and Tammy Rivera are no longer together. And these cards just basically explain, allegedly, the things that were going on between their relationship. So it's like, yeah, we need like 4 or more. Not within 3. But let me double check. Hold on. Let me just double check. Okay. 3 remains heart. No, it's none of that. Okay, so let's take a look. Alright, it does this with the 3s. Okay, so the 4s are out of questions. Okay, so it looks as though we have 3 lovebirds. Hold on, 3 lovebirds. And 3 broken hearts. Okay, so we do have a secret message. Let me scratch that off. Scratch that off. Okay. Alright, so we do have a result. Right, so we're going to remove these 2. And we're going to remove this. We're going to remove the poly. I'll put them right here. Okay, and we're going to move the broken heart. So, 3 lovebirds. 3 lovebirds pertaining. And 3 broken hearts. Oh, wait, did I move that broken heart? Yes, I did. Apologies. Okay. 3 lovebirds and 3 broken hearts. Okay, so this means 3 lovebirds plus 3 broken hearts is an intense relationship that starts out strong but fizzles out quickly. So yeah, it, like I said, guys, again, it basically explains how Waka Flocka and Tammy's relationship was, based on the cards that I was showing you, you know, the ups and downs and whatnot. But yeah, that appears accurate, that it was an intense relationship that starts out strong again, but fizzles out quickly. Alright, guys, and so now this concludes the episode of Love Neon with Celebrities. I'm going to wrap it up. Okay, so you guys know what to do. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything pertaining to this reading, I am looking forward to your responses because, as I stated, I do not know much about Waka Flocka or Tammy Rivera, but those of you that are fans or either or, feel free to put your comments down below. I would love to check them out. Also, if you guys have any requests, please put that down in the comment section below as well. Just to give you guys a heads up that all I ask you guys to do is to be patient with me. Okay, this goes to my subscribers. To the new personnel, put your comments down below if you want me to pull on any celebrity. The only thing is that please keep in mind there are other requests before yours. So I gotta get them out the way, and depending on the energy, and I told the ones that have been rocking with me since I've been doing these episodes, please, again, be patient. So, and I ask you guys to be patient as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. It allows the video to be float around to YouTube, and it allows other people to see it. It lets me know you guys want to see more. Help you grow out. Greatly appreciated. The card decks that you saw in today's reading, of course, will be in the description. I mostly get my cards on Amazon. So, there's that. New readings on my channel debut every Wednesday and the first Sunday of each month. So next Wednesday, you will get a new reading. I cannot tell you who I'm pulling on. You guys follow me on my social media, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok is where I'm mostly at, where I put out trailers for anything pertaining to what celebrity I am going to be pulling on. So there's that. And what else? Oh yeah, and also Love Neon. Again, talk. Love Neon with Celebrities episodes debut every Friday. This episode is episode 19. Next week will be the 20th episode. And this would be, I would say this kind of be like the season finale of Love Neon with Celebrities, because after the 20th episode, there won't be no episodes for the next 3 weeks because I will be working on making new content for you guys. So just a heads up for that. Sometimes I do lives. It just depends on how I feel. If you guys are curious about that, be sure to subscribe to me so that way you will get notified or check back if you're not quite sure, subscribe, whatever the case may be. But just to let you know that as well. And lastly, I want to say, again, a huge thank you to everyone who has supported me by far on this channel. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for enjoying my content. Welcome again to my new subscribers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.